My name is Cynthia Graham, and I want to give an honor to Adonai, who's the creator of the universe, the one that caused me to be here today. I thank you, Adonai, that we're all here safely and we can have a precious, wonderful, safe graduation. I'm not going to say too much, let me see. Okay. Secondly, I want to give thanks to the staff of EOPS that supported me through my entire journey. Los Angeles Trade Technical College, I thank you for the book grant that you gave us, because without the book grant, I couldn't go to the bookstore and get the books. I'm not going to leave you out bookstore. I thank you for the book grant. I thank you for the support when I used to go home and I used to sit down and cry sometimes. So, I used to look at my books. My books and I used to throw them up against the wall because I was so frustrated sometimes. You know, and I thank you for that support, because when I wanted to turn away sometimes, I had your support to make me keep going. Without your support, again, I wouldn't be out here. I thank you for the cap and gowns that you gave all EOPS, because some of us, we've worked so hard right now with things being cut, some of us wouldn't have been able to afford that cap and gown. So I thank you for the cap and gown and the stats that you gave us. I want to give a shout out also to DSPS. Is she here? I'm not going to forget you either. Thank you for your support as well, because a lot of things is going on with people when they're having mental challenges. Sometimes it's so hard and you can't really focus. So a lot of people will say, oh, I'm not going to say, yes, I'm in DSPS and I'm proud of it. Because without DSPS, a lot of us wouldn't be here. So there's a lot of things going on with mental issues now that we need that support in the school. I want to give also Dr. Hunter. Thank you. Mrs. Barajas. Bukasa. Ms. Brent, Mr. Skinner, Sinachai, Mr. Sinachai, Mrs. Cadero, Mr. Lazambe, Mr. Fielder, and the office workers at EOPS. I want to thank you all for being there for me, and all of the EOPS people here, the graduates, for tomorrow, the next day, the future. I have a little poem, it's a few that I'm going to say real quick. Butterflies can't see their wings. They can't see how truly beautiful they are, but everyone else can. People are like that as well. And from Nelson Mandela, former president of South Africa, I want to say this to the EOPS. I never lose. I either win or I learn. And the best one I really love also is Cesar Chavez. You are never strong enough that you don't need help. So we got your help, EOPS, and I just want to thank you for everything that you supported us through, in and out. So I just want to thank everybody that's here, from the kids, even if I don't know you, for everybody's parent, Shakira, Serafina, the new guy I just met, everybody. I'm just so glad that you're here in my life.
Greetings. My name is Milagro Hiawatha Jones, and I am an EOPS Care Success Story. Extended Opportunity Programs and Services was founded in response to the 1964 Civil Rights Act, the 1965 Watts Riots, the 1968 Poor People's March, the student-led protests and civil unrest of 1969, and establishing the incorporation of SB 164 in July of 1969. 50 years later, I came to Los Angeles Trade Technical College and inherited the privilege of being a member of the EOPS Care programs through the hard work and dedication of those that came before me. And I want to shout out one of them, Casa, you know what I'm saying? I came to Los Angeles on July 1st, 2018 with $40, my carry-on bags, and my 3-year-old daughter, Lydia, fleeing domestic violence and child abuse. We lived in a Union Rescue Mission in Skid Row and in welfare motels throughout Los Angeles County. As a program assistant for youth services at Koreatown Youth and Community Center, I was informed about the opportunity of attending a California community college. When I began my studies at Los Angeles Trade Technical College in June 2019, I was unable to receive in-state tuition because I had not been a resident for 1 year, and as a formerly homeless Angelino, I could not provide a lease, utility bills, or other documentation approved when I had become a legal resident. Barriers such as this were common for me and are still common for many students within the Los Angeles Community College District. I was fortunate to be the secretary of the Central Alameda Neighborhood Council, whose president, Alfredo Gama, was the student trustee of the Los Angeles Community College District at the time. With Alfredo's help, I was able to attend the Board of Trustee meetings, to meet Chancellor Francisco Rodriguez and the rest of the Board of Trustees, and voice my concerns directly as a student to the administration. Through outreach and networking, I became aware of the Associated Student Organization and programs on campus like EOPS and CARE. EOPS and CARE has made it possible for me to afford the cost of supplies and books while studying at Trade Tech. The program provided me with the ability to eat a meal each day, which was a blessing for someone like me who was used to skipping breakfast and lunch and going hungry. I was able to receive grants that I used in emergency situations. Although I had no family, friends, or traditional support systems in Los Angeles, I was able to thrive as a single parent and a student due to programs like EOPS and CARE. My goal as a student at Los Angeles Trade Technical College was to gain a certificate in digital media. But due to COVID-19, the classes I was taking for that program became unavailable, and I began to pursue a degree in English. As a result of chaperoning youth from the Pueblo del Rio projects on the campus tour of UCLA, I became aware that community college students have the opportunity to transfer to some of the best public universities in the nation. Although I faced many struggles as a student, including housing insecurity, childcare during COVID-19 was a nightmare, hunger and food insecurity, especially at times when I was unable to access the CARE program and the meal tickets. I dealt with mental health issues, including depression and suicidal ideation. I dealt with anti-blackness, racism, and I dealt with something I would warn all future students about, being in romantic relationships and the heartbreak that comes with them. I'll just say, stay single and focus on yourself while you're in school. So throughout my time at LATTC, EOPS was always there for me with counseling, tangible services, and beneficial programs that helped me to remain resilient and bounce back every time I fell down and I felt like I would never be able to continue my education. And I am very proud to say that although I got my GED in a correctional facility, and Americans who do that, less than 1% of them get a college degree, not only did I get my associate's degree, but I've also been accepted into UCLA as an English major for 2022. EOPS and CARE played a huge role in my success. I cannot overstate how important these programs were for me as a formerly homeless, formerly incarcerated single father who is the first in his family to obtain a college degree. Once again, my name is Lattc Jones, and I'm an EOPS CARE success story. I would like to give a shout out to Maggie Cordero, Dr. Hunter, all of the EOPS CARE staff, Ms. Campbell and everyone at ASO, Dean Demetrios Sinadinos, and everyone else that helped me on my journey to become a college graduate and UCLA student. Go Beavers, go Brewers, let's get it, baby!
Hello, everyone. Okay, so pardon me if I cry, okay, because this is a lot for me right now. I think everybody's story is really just said how much EOPS has like guided us, and gosh, I couldn't thank you guys enough. So I'm trying to pull it together. I faced some of my toughest battles when I first started college here, from coping from losing my mother to suicide, my brother to prison, giving birth to my son, then my last daughter, all while planning for my uncle's funeral. 2 days after giving birth to my daughter, all this was happening my first year of college. I was fighting a felony charge along with the misdemeanor charge for a bad decision I chose to make. I was facing every consequence that came with it. I kept telling myself the Most High gives the toughest warriors his biggest battles, and I knew that I couldn't give up. I never took no for an answer, and through the cries, bloodshed, and tears, I made it. I came a long way from foster care as an abused child and faced a lot of obstacles in my life. But I'm here to say, as a walking testimony, don't give up no matter what happens. You have faith and believe in yourself, because God got you. I was facing 5 years in prison on probation for 5 years with a 3-year joint suspension, and was told no matter what career I proceeded with, my felony would mess me up with getting a job, but I only answer to one person, and that's God. I prayed, I went to college, all while raising 6 kids and working, and look at what God did. He dismissed both of my court cases, walked beside me, and He helped me up when I felt my feet were burning from exhaustion, and all I wanted to do was give up. But He had other plans for me. He got me here today with 5 degrees and multiple Dean's Award certificates for accomplishments of good grades. My biggest mentors and supporters came from the EOPS office and gang. My biggest mentors came from gang, and the people that I really want to thank the most was Donnie, Mr. Hopper, Dr. Hunter, and Emmanuel from the Reentry Pathway Program. Shout out to them for all being available when I needed them the most. I couldn't thank these men enough because we all need guidance, help, and advice. They provided that. And some, so I thank you guys abundantly, and also staff members to these offices were great help, and I thank you guys as well. So remember, a closed mouth don't get fed. Ask questions, seek, and you shall find. Find a great mentor to help guide you, and never give up on yourself. Never be ashamed. Your struggles are what brought you here today. A survivor with ambition. I hope you find your purpose, and I wish you much success.